wanted. This is before I even go into the context of it, into the story of it, so to speak. I think I might even start by just going into why it even came to mind, and then we might even look into it deeper. There's a huge wave of inspiration, and like in the mind right now, especially here. And then it felt like there was a call for help, and it was even nothing in the form, really nothing in the form that nothing was wrong. And when I prayed into it, I was asking, like, what is it, really, Spirit? What is it, and how can it be answered? And it, and then Frozen came in, and I didn't even know why. And then as we start watching it, Frozen, it's about the fear of miscreation. And then I kept hearing Girl Interrupted for the past few days. And again, it just felt like, oh, this is hand in hand. And it's the same. It's that fear. It's that fear of miscreation, and more the fear of hurting someone, like hurting your brother, especially, of course, the one you love, and because we are asked really deeply to step into this direct expression, this direct extension, and not hold back. And so it looks like everything that's in the way of it is just really being washed clean in a very gentle and a very direct way as well. And so especially when there's such a deep connection with the light within and wanting to unleash it. And so now it's just really everything is coming up for really to be released, what doesn't belong to it. And the fear of that I can hurt someone, or I can be hurt, or I can hurt someone if I allow to extend Spirit through me in a very uncompromising way, if I allow to extend the guidance through me in such a direct way, I can damage someone, I can mess something up, and just that fear of wrongness, just fear of being wrong for it. And so I feel that this movie really it really addresses that in a very deep way. And it's not even fear of wrongness. Along with that, there is, even if it's just there's a deep call for love. There's just a deep call for love, and then there could be just a fear of surrendering to it, a fear of actually surrender, fear of answering that call. And yet it's not going to go away. And because it's not going to go away because we don't want it to go away. And so that together, it's just being, even when we're asked to extend the guidance, to extend our life in every day, in every moment, this is what's being watched as well. And together with that, and that one of the main characters her name is Lisa, and she has a very, very intense call for help. Intense. She's very intense to the point where everyone's afraid of her and no one comes near her because it's like, oh my God, Lisa is back. Lisa is back. Oh, go the other way. You see her, go the other way. And Lisa comes in and out. She would leave, she'd come back, and she plays out she plays out this part in the mind that is out of control. You cannot control that part. You just know that this one you won't be able to control. This one will not follow any rules. She's just she's out of the box, and she's unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen if she's around. Like maybe you just literally don't know. It's almost like there's a tendency, like sitting in fear. It's like, oh my God, what is she going to do now, right? And it's almost, that's why the tendency to go the other way. It's like you see her, avoid, don't look, just go the other way. And that's just a symbol of that part within that is desperately calling for help, and it almost feels like it's too intense. And I'm almost afraid to answer it, because if I do, I would know what to do with it. It's gonna come. It's gonna do whatever it wants to do. It's just gonna break everything down. I can't control it, and so there's, along with that, it's like wanting to push it away, just push it away. Anything, but just like don't bring it in. And on the spiritual path, because it's settled, and like a lot of times what happens, spiritual path becomes it almost goes sideways, and unconsciously journey becomes as a way to cover that over rather than expose it. Like teachings, metaphysics, it becomes a way to cover that over, to protect it, to really to not face it. And that's why on this path we're constantly, there's changes all the time. You're just like, oh, you learned this, now let it go. Oh, you think you're in the path, no, you're not on the path anymore. Like you think, and it's just constant, and like constant change that you don't even know what's going on. And with that part, the only thing for that really intense part in mind, the only thing that would work is true empathy, really, because it won't accept anything. It's like it'll slice and dice, like Lisa in the movie. She will slice and dice you. It's like she's so direct. She sees through everything. She's like, there's no hiding from her. She'll see everything, and she will slice and dice you. And even in the movie, at some point, she pushes this too far. She pushes that too far. She addresses a girl. She pushed her buttons again, and to the point where that girl commits suicide right the same night. It's like it's too much. And this is the guilt. The guilt, like very, very clear, just like feelings of guilty. Like I let it unleash her. That's why, again, another excuse to protect it, to really protect it, and thinking that you're actually doing a favor to God and to the whole by protecting it, because like I'll unleash it, and people are gonna get really hurt. It's like I'm telling you, almost there's that certainty about it, and yeah. And yeah, like I said, true empathy is the answer for it. And once again, this is why it's all about surrendering everything to the Spirit, surrendering everything that we feel, good or bad, to the Spirit, and knowing that Spirit has a way. Spirit has a way to undo this. To Spirit, it's nothing, that it is safe. And at some point I was praying. There's 2 movies in a row, Frozen, like that Elsa, she's a symbol of that part that's frozen, that's scared. Behind that there's also a lot of fear, and so there's just wanting to, they're like loss of control. And so what is the answer to it? And the answer is to it, I'm like, well, what do you do? It's almost like I was praying, and I'm like, what is the way to heal that part? What is it that it wants? What do you want? And I heard miracles. It's like our job is to really extend miracles, and that once again it's not for someone else, it's not to heal somebody, it's for our own mind, for us to really learn that this is safe, we are safe, this is safe, this is safe, this is safe. And it's again like through joining and through accepting healing for ourselves, through accepting atonement for ourselves, and yeah, and not trying to fix it, not trying to manage it, not trying to analyze it. It's not going to work. It's just really constantly surrendering and really be in the humble place of what is truly helpful, just really wanting the real healing, and trusting, and then from then on, just really trusting that spirit knows a gentle way to undo it, a gentle way, yeah, to heal that part. And it's like, again, this is where, like, again, I feel like we're joined in it, like we are joined in it, and I know our here, like within this community, within our community, we're not here for a feel-good experience. We're really here to join in the true empathy and to really expose, everything, all the unhealed areas in the mind, all the unhealed parts that are still need healing. And this is this is what we're joining here, and this is, yeah, and to really receive the answer that it's safe. It's actually, healing is joy. There's no need to fear healing. This is actually, this is where our joy is, and even like with that comes, if we discover, a call for healing within. It's like, it's actually bringing it over to the light with the joy, like with the excitement rather than fear. Oh my God, I have this, shameful, right? It's like, oh, okay, this is what I have, spirit, almost like wanting with the expectation, how would spirit heal it? Wanting to know, that spirit is gentle, that God is gentle, that this is like, almost like offering it as a gift. This is what I have, this is, and it's like always also a symbol of trust, like that. And so yeah, I guess that would be, this is the setup, and like I said, looks like we're gonna pause this movie through all the way through, and then see what we see what comes up, see what comes in. By the way, the events are taking place at a mental hospital, which is, I don't know, very symbolic somehow. It's like, I look at it, it takes place at a mental hospital, but I almost see a mental hospital as a place of, it's a symbol of a place of non-judgment. You have to be in a place of non-judgment where everything is welcome, to welcome that, like, true healing. It has to be in gentleness. It's like, it almost, you have to feel safe before you bring it in. So that's how I look at the, at the mental hospital. So yeah, it's just okay. Let's do this.
Cool. Thank you.
That's a good one, because, like, actually, this is where relationships become casual. Okay, there are given relationships that are actually given for the awakening, and yes, they were paired up. This is like definitely the setup that, to really, to bring in the healing, and in the beginning it's just really great, and then the tendency to now be girlfriends. Now it's like, that's why the doctor, again, it's the spirit asking, do you like Lisa? Are you girlfriends now? And it's like, again, trying to, yeah, this is like the other way from like okay, this is for healing. It no longer, this is not healing. Even like, you know, it's fun and it's casual, but this is, you know, it's not really fun. There isn't actually a true aliveness, and this is like the purpose is off the track. It's just really, it's actually thinking that, oh good, but like trying to value something in form rather than using it for healing. And again, so, and she's falling asleep even, this is it. It's like, that's actually what was happening. The mind started to fall asleep, and because this isn't fun. It's not fun when there's that kind of like casualness, and when something that's given for the awakening is actually not being used for it. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's good, and it's good to know that. And so now she's asking, where's Lisa? And it's almost like it's a symbol of like, okay, I want to go deeper with healing, whatever that even means. It's like, this is almost like I'd like to remember. It's like, it's again, there's that willingness, some kind of openness that, okay, something is not quite, like there's a deeper call for actually living, and this is not quite living yet.
It's like a place to be comfortable.
Yeah, this is comfort zone, like totally in the comfort zone. This is why it's like, it's, I think this is the worst, this is kind of like the worst drug almost, where things become nice. And it's like, this is where it's just so easy to fall asleep, and it's like, it's nice. It's nice, and almost wanting like, well, this is it, but that's not the ultimate experience. It's like, that's not the experience. This is where it's like, yeah, comforting and easy, and but it's not alive. Like at some point I was like, there's intensity happening in my mind. Like I mean, my journey has been very direct and quick, and I want to say it was very gentle in that way because it was direct, but it was intense in a way. But it was again because it was all, the call was so strong. The call is so strong. So it's like, you know, let's face whatever needs to be faced, and let's embrace it all at once. And then at some point, I was like, okay, this is there was intensity happening, and after it was gone, I was like, oh, I think this is the worst experience that I've ever had. I was just like, you know, in my mind, just like praying. I'm like, I think by far this is the worst. It was just like, this is the worst intensity I've ever had. And I was like, I'm like, I don't even know, Spirit, what can be worse than this, right? But the thing is, I was, you know, I was totally on track, totally like, very much on track. And I was just like that. It was actually from the heart. It wasn't a challenge. So like, I don't even know what can be worse. There was that openness, and all of a sudden, Spirit showed me, and it was more like he told me / he showed me. I just had the experience, and what I saw was like, what could be worse is thinking that you're in love, falsely in love, that things are good, like in the false peace. That's, and I was like, oh my God, that's horrible. That's much worse. I was just like, I was shocked at what I saw, and that how just really that not knowing what's intense and what's gentle. And I was like, oh my God, this is, it's horrible thinking that you're in love and thinking that things are good. Meanwhile, there's so much pain underneath, and it's just like a cover. It's like, it's just the ultimate sleep. That's why there's such emphasis on special relationships. It's like, like it's all a cover. Everything is a cover, and it's like, it's a call to constantly question everything, to constantly be just so in tune and so awake and so open, and just not judge. And it's only everything, constantly giving over everything, every relationship, every project, in every moment, that it's like, is it still serving? Is it, you know, how do I feel? Like, how do I feel? Am I alive? Does it feel, do I feel alive? And yeah. So it's a very, very important piece, very important. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that's I just like I can't emphasize more strongly on it.
Keep reminding.
I just can't, like, if there's one thing I would, it's just like emphasize over and over. This would be it. This would be it, and it's like, because it's, because I like a lot of times I was like I would be even, awake through the night if there's some kind of a thought or annoyance, and it's like there's no small things anymore, and I would know that there would be time where I'd be in a lot of joy, and I would be just awake at night, and I would be just really in this place of joy, and the next day I'd say, of course I didn't sleep. I'm not sleeping through that. Of course, like I don't want to sleep through that. No way. It's like this is living. And then other times I would have these intense experiences of fear where I would just like really stay in like fear would take over, and it's raw, and you never know right from wrong. It's just, and again the guidance would be like stay with me. And then on the other hand, I would really realize it within that I wouldn't want to sleep through that either. It's the same. It's just the love, but otherwise it's dissociating and going to sleep. It's like this is much better. Like this is it. This is it. It's just like really trusting into that, and of course I'm just praying for the answer and just staying with the spirit, and it's better than fall asleep and falsely rest, because that's not rest. It's actually rest comes from awakening, not from sleeping. And like Jesus really means it when he says that, really means it. It is not from sleeping, awakening. And awakening sometimes can be intense and it feels like sleepless night, but it's more restful than being a false sense of peace. False, like in the comfort zone when things are nice, and so and I feel like this is a dangerous zone, a very dangerous zone, that like feeling of nice, because it's like it's so slippery, it's so settled. It's like, no, we're in a good, it's peaceful. It's a very dangerous zone, but of course if there's a high prayer, spirit won't let you go there, so it'll be constantly.
It reminds me, what you're talking about reminds me of the scene in Percy Jackson where they're in that casino and they keep eating
Yes.
flowers.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like the best time. It's all asleep until like the memory comes in, like, no, we need to get out of here.
Exactly. Like false fun, like these girls, like they're in fun. Looks like, oh, they're having fun, and but it's false fun. It's distraction. That's why it's, again, we are in the path of, like, we're in the path. It's a path of joining. It's like a path of, it's not a solo journey, and yet there's a tendency to, like, ego can come in on it too and be like, it's joining, where it's false joining. It's distracting, and so it's it's constant prayer, and and the answer is just being open and willing to receive the answer, just not judge anything, not try to prevent, not try to discern, but just totally like just open for the answer. Open. If spirit directs you a slightly different way, go with it, or absolutely different way. Just go with it. This is all for that call to be awake, to be tuned, to be in true love and true empathy, and not fall asleep. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Because I have a chance.
Oh, stop it, Eric. This is actually, one thing that's going to trigger Lisa, and then there's going to be an intense scene after that, but this is the first time where she, where someone actually addressed her like that. It's like, I got better. Because Lisa actually, underneath all that, I don't even know whatever you want to call it, directness, and confidence, you can, like, it's actually not even real confidence, but yeah, even, but underneath that, there is a belief that she cannot be healed, and then there is like something is so like wrong with her that even doctors don't know what it is. It's just like, it's like there's a belief that anyone else but me, everyone will be healed, and anyone else but me, I will never. It's like I'm the only one who's gonna be left behind, and it's like, and just absolute despair. I mean, like despair that there's no chance for her. Like there's actually no chance. And like I talked earlier about that part, like yeah, it's that's why it's really true empathy. It's not something to be afraid of, but really something to release and really have the spirit. It has to be healed through spirit. Spirit has to do it. But this is it. This is this is a good scene, and this is where she's gonna, like, she felt it, like, because it's like she has that thing where she doesn't care. She doesn't care. But she does. This is it. She really, she gave her a gift. And yeah, so there's going to be more around that, but yeah. Okay. Stop it, Eric. So yeah, this is the final call for Susanna here. That it's like now you can see in her face even. Now she got really to see this is something, you do not protect this. You do not protect this. This is, and then there's indeed support and help needed. This is you do not protect it, let alone align with it. This is just a really, this is a final call. There's a help needed indeed. This is just the point of just really, just asking, just really seeing it clearly. And sometimes we have to see it clearly, but then, this is like a point of decision, just like realignment from here, false alignment, back to the true alignment, and just make a point of decision there. Okay. Don't protect it.
Lisa thinks it's a gift. That it lets you see the truth. Lisa's been here for 8 years. I'm so sorry. I was a pig.
It's like accept the support. Yeah, it's like even like she's really, this is a great place to be actually. There's a true openness, true humility, just like taking responsibility. Okay, I need help, and then starting to open up, and again the spirit's like there's even more help, except even more is given, and it was given all along, just like accepted, but it hasn't been accepted yet. So it's like accept even more, just don't, it's like you still believe there's a problem, aka disease. It's just like do anything except ask for help, like if necessary, bring it up to the light, just don't try to hide it. Don't try to deal it on your own. Don't try to curl up with it anymore. So it's like bring it to the light. And it's just like really a good scene was like, yes, just like the gratitude, yes, thank you. Like even though she said, I'm sorry, it's like, it's more like underneath that, thank you, I can still receive the healing, thank you, you know. So, yeah. Great and wonderful. Stop it. Great and wonderful. All of a sudden, those that were like, oh, resistant, like almost like enemies, what do you want from me? Now it's great and wonderful. It's like now this place she accepted, like now it became a place where she started using it for actual healing, for the healing, not to distract herself, because it's like to be somewhere, that's not the end of it. There still has to be like, what are you going to use it for? And now you can see the difference. It's like if it's even brighter. And now the inspiration started coming in too as she's, you know, she's healing. And now she's in the inspiration. And now it's great and wonderful. It's just like these reflections that this is all for me. This is all for my own support, for that, like, for the decision. The decision has been made. And yeah, this is like a great reflection right there. Like this is like, thank you, you're loved. Like wanting to know the love, wanting to know that there's help and love, and wanting to live, like knowing for sure that there's that desire to live, to actually live, and to learn what that even means. Okay.
You maybe have ESP or something, that gifted?
Perhaps.
Maybe you can be home by Thanksgiving. Nothing's happened in weeks, you know.
The point is control.
Yeah, and here I am, in control, off meds, no headaches, sleeping sound.
Not yet though. Pause it, Eric. Because, okay, now, not yet, almost. Because, like I said, that fear has been projected to Lisa, and then she had to realize in humbleness that she can't stand up to it. It's not even to Lisa, but like to that, whatever that is. Like, and so, and her part was to accept the help, to receive the help. Like and now she's ready to face it again. Like once again, she's ready for that. To face it, and not that, like, really see that it's not outside of her, like to really to address it for her, like all of it, like whatever she had received, like up until this point, is all for her to what's going to happen next, like to actually come face to face and just like really learn that this is like this isn't outside of me. This is I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. And not, it's just, but the mind has to be ready to do that. It's all in Holy Spirit's timing. Until then, you receive as much as you receive. And so, yeah. So, and she's like, I want to go home. It's like there's like a glimpse, I'm kind of ready for something. It's like the unknown. It's not even like, physical house. And it's like, yeah, almost like she's saying, all in good time. All in good time. It's just, it's like she's asking, like, am I ready? Am I ready? And she is ready.
The word control in that context.
Yeah, in that context, it would be like what the doctor meant. It would be like you're stable. You're stable. You have that, like, you've learned to align. You've learned, you don't go drifting anymore, right? It's like, I'm online, I'm on track, I'm on it. So, yeah, that's what we're learning to do here. Like, and it's like, okay. Yeah, the mind training, yes, yeah. Okay.
Oh, will you help me? Can you help me? You don't need to be helped any longer. You've always had the power to go back to Kansas. I have.
Then why didn't you tell her before?
Because she wouldn't have believed me. She had to learn it for herself.
What have you learned?
Oh, that's a great symbol. That's a great symbol. Again, like, she's ready.
Using movies to wake up.
yeah, and again, it's like she's ready to see that she has the power. She's not victim against that. There isn't anything external. She has decision. Like, she has the power to make the decision for herself, like that. And it's like, this is a good symbol. Yeah, it's like, you're ready. You're ready. Yeah, and she, like, you can even see the smile. Yes, there's that joyful recognition. Like, within, it's like, not even know what it is exactly, but recognition within. Something is just calling to. It's like there's just really awareness of that readiness. Okay, like, it's a gift.
It's so great because something like around that feels like, I don't know, there's, like, I was, like, throughout this movie, I was just, like, feeling this, like, heaviness, like, but, like, in the end, the message is always, like, one that's empowering. Like, yes, there's actually.
Yeah, it's not external. Yeah.
Let it come out, but, like, not doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. It's good. It's really good.
Because you're dead already, Lisa!
No one cares if you die, Lisa.
That's her fear.
Because you're dead already.
It's Lisa's
Your
fear.
heart is cold.
That's her fear. No one can
That's
help
why
her.
you keep coming back here. You're not free. You need this place. You need it to feel alive. It's pathetic.
Stop it, Eric. So, basically, she had to address that, and it's like, again, it's not personal. She's not addressing, like, Lisa personally. It's just like, she's saying, it's just like, it's in the mind, like, this is not real freedom. This is actually still death. And, it's dead. Like, so she is just bringing forth that, she's claiming it for her mind. Like, she's claiming it on one hand that this is not external, and then on the other hand, she's extending the gift to her sister. Like, this is true empathy. It's like, accept help. You need help, and she's actually, Lisa has that belief that I can't help. Like, no one can help me. like no one cares for me, and that was behind all of that action. That was a very, this is you can't be free with that belief. You cannot be free, and it's like this is not real freedom, but accept help. It's actually here for you as well. And so, like, it looks intense, it looks how it looks as intense as like it has to be this direct, it has to be this intense so that she can hear it this way. And so meanwhile, yeah, that was just like all for her to extend this gift of true empathy, like, and it's not personal. And yeah, this is the end of that entire being entangled in that thought system, that it's like I'm a victim. Like, I'm a victim, and something, I can't stand up to something external to me. It's like it's all within. It's like that readiness to really claim it, and this is what it looks like. And extend the gift. She had a gift all along. That's actually true love. That's actually true love. This is not distracting. So yeah, she has received it for herself already, and therefore she can extend it up. And before she said, we tried helping Lisa. She couldn't help her. She didn't have the gift. She did receive it, and now she has it, because like you have to receive it first to extend it. And now she's actually in the true empathy. She can do it. And this is like act of true love. Like, this is what it looks like at times. Like, this is much closer. Okay.
I've wasted a year of my life. And maybe everyone out there is a liar. And maybe the whole world is stupid and ignorant. But I'd rather be in it. But I'd rather be fucking in it than down here with you.
Now she's ready to accept the help.
Did you get it? Had to trade with a transvestite and the men's ward. Thanks.
Oh, this is like Eric, stop it. This is like a symbol, very symbolic. It's just like that. Like that part. It's like that part of the mind. Now it's really has been brought to light and is up for healing. Really, now it has, the healing has been received. It is done, and it's like. And even now that, and like even the softening, it's like, okay, this is in order. Like even the fact that she's there, and she has those belts. But it's like it's kind of like a symbol of an alignment. Now even that part has been brought back to alignment. Nothing is missing. Like nothing is missing. It's all been brought to the light. Yes, there's no avoidance. There's like everything. It's like almost like symbol of oneness. It's like this, no one's left behind. There's healing. There's, spirit has a way. Spirit has a way. Spirit knows how. And so yeah, this is actually, I like this scene. Yeah.
I'm not really dead.
No.
I know.
Yeah. No matter what it looks like, true healing is much more fun than false fun or nice or peace. And just trusting it, just like, trusting, it comes that trusting and truly accepting and embracing what is given, the whole context of it, not just parts of it, all of it, and just like really that it's all for healing. What is it for? For healing, and just really inviting it. And extending, and it's just, and then in the end, it's all for us to be able to actually extend the gift directly without fear. Just like if we're asked to extend the guidance, they'd say to extend the guidance, it's like which is love, guidance, to be able to just extend it directly, knowing that there's a call for love. This is the answer, and just like it comes down to that trust. It goes very deep. It's just that uncompromising trust. And yeah. And that's how the fear ceases to be, that fear of miscreation or hurt. This is how we undo it together too. This is how it gets undone. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. But in such a beautiful way. It feels like, I'm always like, why is it so humbling? But it feels so beautiful. Yeah. Just can't, and again, it's just, we can't have enough support. We can't ask for enough support. And especially if it's given, it's given for a reason, so accept it fully, everything that comes with it. And this is how, it's the undoing of personal responsibility. Just all of it. Or personal healing, that someone needs to, that actually, it's about undoing of personal healing, and the whole idea that there's actually a problem. And we can't learn it on our own, but this is why we're given to each other. This is why there's joining and collaboration, because with that, all of it is given, so we know that there is no problem. There really isn't, but yet having that, you can't, it's like, yes, we are asked and called so deeply to go, to say no problem, and to go beyond error, and yet this is not about looking at it and denying, like, oh, there is no problem. It's not about being in denial. It's like, okay, even, embracing if there's a fear of, okay, there is some kind of problem, but then joining and praying, and it's like, okay, Spirit, answer this. And so that we don't try to fix it, curl up with it and fix it on our own, and then we can come clean to Spirit. It's like, no, bring it up to Spirit. It's okay, bring it up, and in humility and openness, so that Spirit can teach you that there is no problem. The way will be given for us to learn, like, oh no, there is no problem, because otherwise it's like ego. It's like, you have a problem, hide it, come with me and I'll fix it, if you really listen to me, and it's like, no, that's not it. Spirit's like, there's no problem. Okay, you believe in it, bring it in, I'll show you, stay with me, take my hand, I'll show you there isn't. I'll show you, that's the lesson. And then the results are immediate. The joy, like, they're immediate. So, yeah. It's like, don't try to handle anything on your own. Do not. Like, for the love of God, don't try to handle anything on your own. If there's anything, just let Spirit do it. Trust it. And a lot of support is given, so you just can't do it wrong, too. Can't do it wrong.